The smell of cardamom and ghee filled the house as I set the final bowl of kheer on the table. It was a rare evening, the whole family together under one roof, sharing food, laughter, and memories. My son Aryan had insisted on a family dinner now that Priya, his wife, had returned from her week-long business trip to Singapore. I had spent all day in the kitchen, not that anyone asked me to. I just wanted everything to be perfect. I wore my old maroon saree, the one with faded gold embroidery. I knew it wasn't modern, not designer, not anything close to the new chiffon silks girls wear nowadays. But that saree held stories stitched into its every thread. I had worn it on the night Aryan was born. I had worn it when I first met my daughter-in-law. And before all that, it was the saree I bought after my husband's funeral, with the little money left after paying for his treatments. This saree had comforted me through grief and held me during celebrations. I had no intention of putting it away for someone else's sense of modernity. As we sat down for dinner, the table buzzed with small talk and social media updates. Priya sat diagonally across from me, her phone never out of sight. She looked effortlessly elegant, a pearl-white blouse, minimalistic diamond earrings, and a pastel designer saree, probably from some boutique in Delhi or Singapore. And then it happened. As I passed her the roti basket, her eyes paused on my saree. With a smirk, she said loud enough for everyone to hear, "Mummy G, you're still wearing that same old saree? Don't worry, I can order you something from Zara or Myntra. Maybe it's time for an upgrade, right?" The room went awkwardly quiet. Aryan looked away. My younger daughter-in-law giggled nervously. Even my granddaughter, only 10, sensed the sharpness in Priya's tone. I smiled politely, trying to defuse the tension. "It's just an old favorite, Priya. I feel comfortable in it." Priya chuckled and added, "Comfort is fine, Mummy G." But appearances matter too, especially when guests are around. Her words were like needles, not just for what they meant, but how casually they dismissed years of sacrifice, struggle, and silent resilience. Still, I said nothing. What was there to say? After dinner, I quietly cleared the table. The family moved to the living room for dessert and laughter. I stayed behind, my hands washing plates in silence, though my heart beat with old memories. 15 years ago, when Aryan fell in love with Priya, I had welcomed her with an open heart. She was from a well-off family, educated, polished, stylish. I never felt inferior, only grateful that my son found someone he loved. What she never knew, and what Aryan never mentioned, was that I had sold the last piece of my ancestral gold to help fund their wedding. Her family offered to contribute, but much of the arrangements, especially the venue and catering, came from me. Quietly, without ever asking for recognition. That gold was my husband's parting gift to me. I had hidden it away for years, intending to use it for emergencies. When the wedding expenses ballooned, I didn't think twice. It was Aryan's happiness. That's all that mattered. Late that night, after everyone had gone to bed, I sat alone in my room. I opened my wooden box, the one with faded carvings, now a little chipped at the edges. Inside were receipts from the wedding caterer, the jeweler, and the small cloth pouch where my gold bangles once lay. I pulled out the saree bill too, 2,800 rupees, bought from a small shop near Kalbadevi Market. It was all I could afford that day, the same saree that had just been mocked at my own dinner table. A part of me felt hurt, but another part, a deeper, older part, knew that life often forgets those who build its foundations. The newer floors shine, while the base silently holds it all up. I gently folded the receipt and put it back. 2 days later, Aryan came to my room with a concerned look. "Ma, I think Priya feels a little awkward. She said maybe you felt hurt the other night." I just smiled. "It's nothing, Beta. She's young. I was once like her, unaware of what truly matters." He hesitated. "But still, I think maybe we should get you some new saris. I'll take you shopping." I looked at him. The son I raised single-handedly, the boy who once tied my palu to his tiny wrist when afraid of thunder. No need, Arian. Let me teach you something. I handed him the box. Confused, he opened it. He saw the receipts, the fabric bill, the empty gold pouch, and slowly, realization spread across his face. You paid for the wedding? I nodded. Not all of it, just the parts that needed a mother's touch. His eyes welled up. Why didn't you tell me? Because real giving doesn't ask for applause. That evening, Aryan called Priya into the room. His tone was calm, but his words clear. Priya, I never told you the full story. That Saree you mocked, Mawo,